My name is Idries. I'm from New York, recent alumni from City As School, and behind me is my mural. The biggest things for me were just kind of getting a lot of these faces that you wouldn't necessarily see in. When you said, represent hip hop, to me it was just like, get as much Black history as I can into one thing.
So much of this is already process oriented because you made this collage by hand. When you started building it out, you got really interested in not just the history of hip hop, but how the history of hip hop came to be.
I'm a little bit of a history buff, and I really do enjoy, and World War I and World War II are probably some of my favorite history points, the things that I like to learn about. Like the Harlem Hellfighters.
Yeah.
They were an all-Black battalion taken from, most of them, or all, if not all, were from Harlem, and not a single one of them died.
Yeah.
They all came back from one of the most terrifying wars in human history. And not only that, to be Black, and at the time, they were openly discriminated against.
Yeah.
There were people would come, these guys would come back from, fighting a war for a country who didn't give a shit about them. It still meant a lot to them, even though it didn't mean a lot to the people they were fighting for.
There's moments where you're doing this figure ground thing that are really exciting, where you're making a person with this history almost invisible.
Yeah.
To show them that their existence or their void is important.
A lot of it is just I enjoy silhouettes. Like the one over here. This is the cutout of him, of this guy, right here, and it's a Black medic, but you don't necessarily see things. It's like ripped from history almost. I think with the eye thing, I just think it tells a lot of stories, the looks that people give. It's harrowing, it's almost like there's a lot of pain, put a tiger on the brink, right? I think that was really powerful to me. Certain words that the tiger just referring to Black people in general. When Black Americans were caged, they created all this beautiful shit. They made they made the culture.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what was important to me, was through all these points in times where they were consistently undermined, even in their own craft, they still found a way to come out on top. I think originally I kind of had this was the first part when you had the small amount of images that you got from the New York Public Library, just kind of regular skateboarding culture and graffiti and kind of certain landscapes of city life and stuff like that.
How would you say the New York Picture Collection allowed you to learn more about history? I
mean, I knew loosely about a lot of these things, and I think especially when it came to Black incarceration and the undermining when it comes to Blacks in the military and early world wars. But I thought it was amazing that they still had images, things that you would legitimately never see unless you went looking for it, and that was what kind of piqued more of my interest.
What do you want people to get out of seeing this? Your work now gets to be on the side of the New York Public Radio.
I mean, for me personally, I've said before, the big thing was getting faces that you wouldn't necessarily see on something big that you can digest, especially Black faces. But I think for other people, they should be allowed to interpret it on their own and find what speaks to them the most.
Really give a voice and visibility to the people who probably feel most mute and whose histories are invisible. And I think that's really incredible.
This stuff is still out there, it's not scrubbed completely.
Yeah.
And I think that's also super important too, is the fact that there's still people out there anyone that appreciates these little bits and pieces of what was and what can be and what is.
Good work.
Thank you.
Yeah.